unforgettable performance by Gemma there. Wonderful. We have some unforgettable things to talk about this morning. I don't know why Edgar is bending his head or anything like this. Okay? You come back to go back. You see, when you watch, normally you come here, you expect that we are doing trailer watch. And for trailer watch, this we have a season, we have a series. Now the thing about series is that you're always watching for next season. Now,
why do I know where you are going? Why do you have to drag me?
I want you to know, you have sense now. So Edgar did all he could to dodge work yesterday, but he didn't dodge this week. So Mary took all, you know, like Mary took everything on her, but Edgar is back today.
Yeah. Edgar, you're an Arsenal fan?
I used to be an Arsenal fan, long time ago. I used to support Arsenal way back when I was like little.
You are Judas Iscariot.
No, now I support Brighton.
No, sorry, you're Peter.
I support Brighton now. Brighton is my club.
Is your club, eh?
Yeah.
How many? Wait a minute, Mike. How many Nigerians are fans of Brighton?
You mind this Lamba Lord?
I've been supporting Brighton since I was 16. What are you talking about?
I said you are 16.
Yes.
It's
16
true.
where?
It's true.
You want to insult me about Brighton? Go ahead. Say anything you want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's my club.
No, I'm not very sorry. Okpe is here, of course. How are you doing, Okpe? Do you know Chef E?
You know Chef E.
You know him?
You know him?
You actually know him?
Yes, I do.
Where? Please tell us. How do you know him? How and where do you know him, please?
It was my classmate in Unilag.
What course did you study?
Okay, I think I have to tweak that a bit.
What course?
Can we move on? Wait, hold on.
This is
We took few classes together.
Well, I'm not moving on. This was about.
We don't really need to do all that. Do you know me?
I know,
I know
right?
you. Let's
Why not?
Moving on.
Toby, are you Arsenal? I'll move on to next. Which course did you study, please, Okpe?
International relations.
International relations. And what are you doing in Nigeria here?
Oh, okay. Thank you. All right.
So, Edgar,
Yes.
did you know Okpe in school?
Of course now. I mean, I know. I need more.
There has to be something to this. We will get to the root of this.
Oh my God.
Please. We have to get to the root of this.
Edgar, you're stuttering.
You're stuttering
Why
now.
are you
I'm not
stuttering?
feeling
Tell us.
fine. I'm not feeling fine. My neck. I'm not feeling too
Okpe, did you
good.
press this neck when you were because this neck looks like something that they press is.
So we have sugar,
Yes, sugar. What else do you have? What else do you have on the table?
butter.
Butter. Awesome. You also have bread. Yes.
I even
Cool.
need this
Are you
immediately.
done? Are you done? Are you
Sorry?
done?
Who sent this guy to us?
Olamide sent me to you.
Oh my God! You see now.
So actually, there might be, maybe they'll talk about it later. There might be some
Nothing here,
history.
nothing. What? Actually,
These
it
two are
was
just blushing anyhow.
Ew.
Edgar is stuttering. I've never seen Edgar. Edgar is the most confident person I
I'm not
know.
feeling fine. I'm not feeling fine. I have malaria.
We'll explore that later. Thank you. Okay, it's great to have you. You're giving us some
Thank
wonderful
you.
job on
Thank
the show
you
today.
so
Okay.
very much.
All right. So yeah, we do have a new pope. Yeah.
Yes,
That's
we do.
that's what yesterday was all about. Now,
The first American to
now
fill
that's
this
exactly.
role.
That's a big thing about
Yeah, it
yesterday.
is.
That's why a number of people have a lot of they are undecided about how to feel. It's the first American. Now, one of the reasons why there's politics involved in this thing.
Of
Let's not tell,
course.
because you are voting. What is the vote?
Of course.
It's politics now, right? So, but you know, there's that thing about being a world power normally when it comes to other things, and then now being a religious world power.
Yeah.
It's almost like there's so much that it can accrue to America. But I dare say that it is what it is. There was the Italian cardinal, what's his name now? It'll come to me now, Petrolini or something, who of course was Secretary of State. He was number 2. Yeah. But after some things that had happened and all of that, especially his homily. Now he read the homily during the last Pope's burial, and then at the funeral, and then a lot of people were not convinced by him because maybe that was like his audition. Okay, this is your chance, take it.
Do it.
But it was said that before Pope Francis passed, he had done all he could to reduce his powers. He was his number 2. But he didn't support him.
Stripped him
So
of
at
a lot
the
of
end, yes, at the end of the last few months, he had tried to push him away because he didn't want him to succeed him. And this is, so this is just something to say about, hey, come on. An American Pope, yeah?
Yeah, I watched the video yesterday when he was introduced. And, you know, it was really emotional because I could just see his face and he was just taking it in. And I'm sure with everyone applauding and all, what he was probably thinking was, the responsibility of being the Pope. And that's a lot of work. It's huge.
Yeah,
it's
so he's
huge.
the 267th occupants, you know,
Yeah.
of the throne of St. Peter. And of course, well, it's funny how they give them other names other than their names, because he's not as Robert Francis Prevost, but you know he's known as Pope Leo.
Leo,
the
Yeah,
16th.
so you always have to choose. So what happens is
Yeah.
that by tradition you have to choose the name of a saint, right? A saint, and so that means he's the 14th person to choose Leo.
Wow.
So it's just like that, yeah. It's the first Leo in over 100 years. So here, Pope John Paul was the second, you know. That was Karol Wojtyla, that was his name, but this is Robert Francis Prevost, and then he chooses
Leo.
Leo and all of that. So
you know, there's been a lot of speculations as to, you know, if he's still going to carry on with the Pope Francis's agenda,
Yeah.
So it is
or
said
if
that
he's going to come up with his own agenda.
So the thing about
there's also, sorry, Mike, there's also
Yeah.
been conversations around, you know, how political that office is and how on its significance when it comes to world peace, especially with the war in Gaza and Ukraine and Russia as
Russia
well,
and
and
Iran,
how much
definitely.
influence that body is meant to have, bringing peace, in that regard.
That regard.
You know, I mean, there's been conversations that they feel like, Pope Francis didn't do, much, in Eastern
As much as you'd have
peace, as
expected
much
when
as
it
we'd have
comes to world
expected
peace, yeah.
in that regard. So, well.
But the thing, like you had mentioned, I mean, you are the leader of 1.4 billion people. That's almost 20% of the world, if not even, you're looking at 80 billion and all of that. That's about 20% of the world. So, I mean, that person definitely has, there's a lot of influence that position carries. Now, being an American, I mean, Donald Trump immediately just came up against him. Incidentally, Donald Trump had said that he had a big announcement to do. And some people were like, a new pope is coming. Donald Trump wants to take the attention. You know. But then he goes up, I heard he's American. That's a great thing. Say, are you going to meet him? Say, yes, they've already contacted me. You know how charismatic Donald Trump can be
about himself.
But it is a thing of great joy for Catholics, for Christians around the world. And talking about the legacy, yes, he was the head of a college of bishops. So that means that the Pope had to rely on his advice to, to ordain bishops and all of that. So that is in the power play in the Vatican, that is a very, very powerful position. So, and then he was a very strong proponent or follower of Pope Francis, so it is expected. So now the issue is he still going to be a woke pope, as a number of people would want to say, and all of that, because Francis was disruptive in a lot of ways. In a lot of ways. I remember the first time when I ever spoke about it, and that was when he apologized for pushing off a woman's hand. And I said that was a big thing. Do you know why it was a big thing? Look, based on the dogma and the tenets of the Catholic Church, the Pope is infallible. Papal infallibility means that he cannot be wrong.
Yes. Just like
do you understand? So that means that, exactly. But then he went as far and said, and apologized. That was a big thing for me, and I really respected him for that. Yes, a number of them might not have liked the things he did, especially when he approved blessings for, for same-sex couples, as it were, but hey.
I mean, as much as it is political, it'll always be, spiritual as well. And it was, of course, indeed, a spiritual affair with what happened yesterday, and then they had to wait for the thing to come, the white smoke to come out, and then you can see people cheering, everybody's happy, some were tearing, some were just clapping there, and for me, it's always just going to be a matter of time. You just have to wait and just witness. The blessings and the curses that comes with this person as well.
It is. I like that. I like the way you mentioned the blessings, because it's someone put up a post and said it's a heavy responsibility.
It is.
Because it's not just about, a number of them take oaths. I mean, Pope Francis, before they used to live in a two-bedroom apartment.
Wow.
Even, this is someone that the amount of the wealth that he can, if he wants to live in opulence, they could.
Yeah, but you know that they are not entitled to all of the affluence that these gives them. I hear that they only entitled to $100.
Oh yeah, that's one is
$100.
It's just like when a CEO is taking. If you see some CEOs who take $1 salary, Yes, that is what they'll give him as money.
give them
But
as money.
what he can,
Yeah,
what he
what
can
he
control.
That's why I said entitled, you know, in terms of affluence, entitled to everything, but none of those properties are theirs.
Yes, exactly.
You know, but it, like I said, congratulations, you know, to Pope Leo and the Catholic Church and Christians all around the world. This is something that we have been waiting for, and it's finally here. And well,
Yeah, Okpe is already
All the
buttering the bread. And Edgar started blushing again as I come.
But I've been smiling since now. Why is it I'm blushing like it's just now we mentioned Okpe's name? I've been smiling since.
and he's unusually calm.
Yeah,
This one, there's a sign, you know, his guy is
I said I'm not
stutter.
feeling fine now.
You're not feeling well.
These people tell us something before this show ends. If not, this show is not going to end today. We'll take a time and I'll stay with us. It's Wake Up Nigeria featuring Edgar and Okpe.
Wow. Wow. Wow.
That's